are in listen-only mode.
Hi everyone, welcome to this session titled Write the Fortunes of India's Heritage Brands. So basically in this session, we will be covering 5 baskets which we have launched on the HDFC platform, which we have designed for users who wish to invest in specific business conglomerates. So we also have Mr. Devarsh from HDFC who will be giving you a detailed insight about these small cases, the philosophy behind how these baskets have been designed and why investors should consider these baskets to start their investment journey. So we will be covering 5 specific small cases or baskets that we have introduced today, which is the Tata Pack, the Adani Pack, MNC Consumer Pack, Mahindra Pack, and Morugappa Pack. So the reason why we have curated these small cases is to enable users to basically identify which business conglomerate they can relate to personally and directly invest in small cases which have been designed keeping those companies in mind. So that is going to be the agenda of today's session. And also before we proceed, I would like to give an introduction to Devarsh Vakil. So Devarsh is the Deputy Head of Retail Research at HDFC Securities. And Devarsh has been responsible for identifying investment and trading opportunities across various asset classes like equity, commodities, currencies at HDFC Securities. Devarsh is currently leading a team of 20 research analysts who study a vast universe of macro variables to get the big picture right and then narrow it down to a particular company via the process of elimination. So Devarsh has also spent his fair share of time doing this, which is approximately 20 years. And because of this, Devarsh has acquired a deep domain knowledge in multiple industries and sectors. So he is also an expert in evaluating company growth prospects and valuing it to a certain long-term investment attractiveness. So to give you a brief background of Devarsh's qualifications, he holds an MBA in finance from IIT Kharagpur and has a bachelor's degree in electronics and communication engineering from Gujarat University. So without further ado, I would like to request Mr. Devarsh to come over to the session and enlighten us more about these baskets, the philosophy, the design philosophy behind how they're curated, and why specific stocks have been chosen. And over to you, Devarsh.
Right. Thank you, Pranav.
Mhm.
So we come out with a basket review every quarterly. So in this basket also we have reviewed the basket which are offered on our website. So these are the 30 baskets which are offered on our website. Some of them are from business houses, some are curated by our own research, and some are done by the small case team. So while reviewing, we found out that the 2078 somewhat pack, mid-pack pack which we offered is one of the top performing stock basket there, and some stocks have done quite well there. We have booked some profits there, so about 25% is cash there, but still the remaining stocks which are there in this somewhat 2078 mid cap pack continue to perform well. Another pack which is doing quite phenomenally well is the Great Indian Middle Class. It is one of the top outperforming pack on our website, and some stocks like VBL, Hindustan Unilever, and Trent have given good outperformance to this pack. Another one is the Rising Rural Demand Pack, where stocks like VBL, M&M, ITC have helped this basket perform phenomenally well. This is expected that as the rural India's consumption grows, these stocks which will are part of this basket will continue to do well. So these are the 3 outperforming stocks. Apart from the 3 outperforming, let us also talk about the underperforming baskets. So as we all know, the IT pack, which was one of the top performing packs for the last couple of reviews, have now underperformed in this review. The stocks have underperformed, and reasons which we highlighted that because of the attrition, they have to give the higher incentives and higher appraisals, and that's why the margins were under pressure, and these companies have now been underperforming and they have corrected to good level. I personally feel that this basket will This quarter they will continue to underperform, but this is a great opportunity to add to this basket over the next 6 to 12 months. We expect that this IT pack should also start bouncing back from next quarter. Similarly, L&T, which was the top performing pack for last 6 months, many of the reviews we discussed about this pack, and this also did underperform mainly because of the three IT components, the L&T Infotech, L&T Technology Services, and Mindtree. So again, this is likely to bounce back in the next couple of quarters. And the third basket which underperformed is the commodities basket. As we know, the commodities have been correcting because of the issues in US and China. But eventually, we feel that the economic cycle is in the upswing, especially the commodity cycle. So after a while of underperformance, this basket is also likely to outperform. So that is in brief about these baskets. Now, on the request from our customers, we have launched 5 new baskets on our website. So those investors or basket investors who are looking to invest in these companies from this pack on a one go can go ahead and invest in these companies. So I'll briefly discuss all these 5 packs. So one is the Tata Pack, the India's one of the most famous houses, reputed, and they have unbeaten legacy over the last 150 years. They have companies like TCS and Titan and Tata Motors, which are quite well known across India. So if you want to invest in Tata companies and buy and hold them, at a one click, you can get all these Tata companies, and we have done an allocation based on their market cap and liquidity. So if you are interested in Tata Pack, this is a great place to start. Similarly, we got a lot of requests to invest in MNC Consumer Pack. These are the companies which are likely to continue to do well as the disposable income grows and as the consumption culture picks up in India. These are one of the top performing multinational companies operating into India. So we thought we can create a basket where we have taken companies like Hindustan Unilever, Nestle, Procter and Gamble, United Breweries, United Spirits. So these are great companies, and you can invest at a one click on these baskets, these companies through this basket. Similarly, one of the well-known companies from South India, one of the well-known groups, Murugappa Group, which has done tremendous job of creating wealth over the last 120 years. If you want to invest in these the companies from this group at one click, now we have created a basket of Murugappa Group. Cholamandalam Tube Investment, Coromandel, Carbonum Universal, and EID Peri are the 5 stocks from this basket. And finally, the Adani Pack, the group well known for the stellar growth right now. They are growing quite organically and inorganically at a very fast pace. This all the Adani Group companies have been included in this pack at the request. So if you want to invest in this Adani Group companies, you can go ahead at a one click using this Adani Pack. So these are the 5 new small cases which we have launched on our website. Now investors can look at them and invest at a one click. Similarly, the Mahindra Pack, which is not available on our website. So all 6 companies of Mahindra Group are now part of the Mahindra Pack. So that's what we have recently launched. Now, how do you invest in them? I think I'll invite my colleague from smallcase, Pranav, to show you a demo. So over to you, Pranav.
Sure. Thanks a lot for giving the insights about these specific small cases, Devarsh. So what I will be doing right now is taking users through the journey of how to basically identify these small cases that are available on the HDFC platform. And we will try to see how we can use our own HDFC securities account to basically invest in any one of these baskets. So the first thing that we are supposed to do as HDFC customers is to head down to hdfcsec.com and come down to the homepage of HDFC Securities. So once we are on the homepage, we are able to see something called basket investing right over here on the homepage. So in order to first discover the small cases, we'll have to click on basket investing. So once we click on basket investing, we will be redirected and all the baskets that are available on the platform will be displayed as you can see on the screen right now. So some of the names that we have discussed, for example, names like Tata Pack, Adani Pack, Mahindra Pack, Murugappa Pack, MNC Consumer Pack, everything will be available right here under all small cases. An alternative way to find them is to come to collections right over here under discover, scroll down and head over to business packs over here. So once you click on business packs, the key packs that we have spoken about will be displayed right over here. So there are certain things that we need to understand about these packs before we start our journey. So for example, if we were to understand about the Murugappa pack, then what we will have to do is click on Murugappa pack and a plethora of information is displayed to us as investors. So let me try to make you understand what kind of information will be visible to us as investors before we want to proceed with this. So the name of the pack will be displayed on top, and what this pack or what this portfolio is trying to accomplish will be mentioned in one single line right over here. And when we scroll down to the overview section, a detailed report, or I would say a detailed description of the philosophy behind how this small case has been designed will be mentioned right over here. And if we want to understand about the performance of a particular basket, we need to scroll down more, and you will be able to see two graphs over here, a yellow color graph and a blue color graph. So the yellow graph is basically showing us the performance of the benchmark index. In this case, it is the equity multi-cap index. And the performance of the respective small case in question, in this case it is Murugappa pack, will be displayed in the blue line. So this is basically to show investors the degree to which a certain pack is either outperforming the market or the benchmark index, or if it is underperforming the benchmark index. So now, if you can see the cursor, and if we take down the cursor to the very beginning, so we will be able to notice that Murugappa pack has a value of 100 and equity multi-cap has a value of 100, which means that, and you can also see as on September 5th, 2022. So this is the date on which this small case went live on the platform. So now the values start changing as and when the days are moving, and we will be able to see the current value of every 100 rupees we have invested in this pack as of today. So Murugappa pack's value has become 103.62, which means that from the September 5th up until yesterday, the pack has given about 3.62% return as against the benchmark index of 2.45%. So similarly, you can also compare the performance of any particular small case with a different benchmark index. For example, if you want to compare it with the top 50 stocks, you can choose the top 50 stocks over here, and the comparison will be displayed right over here immediately. So apart from this, a couple of other things that we need to know. Every pack has a different minimum ticket size that we can start with. The ticket size will be mentioned right over here. So for Murugappa pack, it is 13,941 as of today, and it can change with market condition in a small way. So apart from that, if we want to explore the stocks and weights of any one particular pack, we can head over to the overview section. Next to the overview section, we can find something called stocks and weights. So all you need to do is click on stocks and weights, and information with respect to how many stocks are in this portfolio will be displayed here. The rebalance frequency will be displayed here. For this particular basket, it is quarterly. The previous rebalance date and the next rebalance date also will be displayed here. And under market cap distribution, we are basically able to identify what percentage of the portfolio belongs to the large cap sector, what percentage belongs to the small cap, as well as the mid cap sectors, marked here appropriately. Apart from that, if we want to understand the set of stocks that are there as of today in this particular basket, that will be mentioned here under stocks and weights, and you can also see the respective sectors, the sector weightage, the stocks and the stock weightage mentioned right over here. In a simple, seamless fashion, this pie chart basically shows us as investors how many sectors this particular portfolio has and what weightage each of these sectors have. So as investors, it becomes very seamless for us to basically come over to the platform, choose the pack of our choice from the packs that have been displayed here. There are certain companies that all of us tend to relate with. There are certain companies that we as users tend to incline towards. For example, those who are noticing the changes that Tata has been able to bring into the kind of products that Tata are bringing into the market. For example, under Tata we have Tata Motors, and a lot of us will be able to relate to the new set of vehicles that Tata is producing, be it with in terms of the NCAP ratings that they're managing to achieve, or the quality of cars that are being produced. Similarly, Adani has been Adani has made a lot of noise in the market from the last couple of years, and a lot of us have been fans of the Adani group of companies that are out there. So similarly, we all have our thought process as to which basket we are able to relate to in terms of it could be the product that they're bringing, the set of products that they're bringing out in the markets, or the set of businesses that they're into. And what all of us will now be able to do is to basically head down to the HDFC Securities platform, choose the small case of our choice, which we are able to relate to. It could be the basket also that we are able to relate to, and basically start our investment journey. So starting the journey is also fairly simple. For example, let us say that Mahindra Pack is something that I am able to relate to. So what I need to do is first make sure that the minimum investment amount is available in my HDFC Securities account, trading account. Once the minimum investment is available, in this case it is 5,728, what I need to do is click on the Invest Now button, and as a user, I will be provided with a couple of options. One is to start an SIP in this to take a disciplined approach towards investing in this particular pack, or as an investor, if I want to invest a lump sum amount, or if I wish to make a one-time investment in this portfolio, I can choose the one-time option. So the minimum investment amount that is required in order to proceed in this particular small case will be displayed on the screen right there. It is not possible for us as investors to decrease it, but if you're making a lump sum amount, we can for sure increase this amount. So for example, if I wish to start off with 20,000 of my lump sum investment in this pack, I need to click on 20,000 here, and we need to click on confirm amount. So the nearest amount to 20,000 which can be allocated appropriately in this portfolio will be auto chosen by the system. So you can scroll down, review all the set of stocks, its current market price, its weightage in the portfolio, the quantity of shares that we hold, and then once we are comfortable with that particular information that is being displayed to us, we need to click on Invest Now, and we need to click on Confirm Orders. So by doing this, we are able to seamlessly start our journey with just a couple of clicks in the small case of our choice. So this is how we begin our investment journey in any of these packs that we have discussed today. And I hope that users are excited about these new packs that have come out in the market, and you're able to take advantage of it if any one of these packs is fitting your philosophy. So with that said, thanks a lot everyone for taking your time out and coming over to the session. If you do have any questions, feel free to post it in the chat box, and Devarsh or I will be taking up these questions.
Thank you, Pranav. So Gaurav Kumar has a question that if we buy a basket, how brokerage will be charged? So will it be a single order or a multiple order? So Gaurav, it will be a multiple order. Suppose there are 5 stocks in a basket, all 5 stocks according to the small case you've chosen. Right now, just Pranav explained a pack in which all 5 stocks in the quantity of 4 stocks, each 4 shares each were created automatically. So a basket will be created in which all these stocks, the constituents of the basket, the order will be fired and it will be executed. All 4 stocks, all 5 stocks of the constituents of the basket will be visible on your Demat account. Pranav, you want to add something?
No, so the process is fairly simple. And to give you an overview, to just add on what Devarsh has already added. So small case investing is not in any way different from directly investing in stocks using your own HDFC account. So small case makes the process simpler by giving you a portfolio to invest in. But essentially, what you're doing when you're investing in a portfolio is investing in stocks directly. So the brokerage structure does not change, and whatever charges you generally pay at the time of investing in these stocks, you will be paying the same amount of charges. Apart from that, there is nothing else. So investing in, be it a small case basket or investing in a set of stocks by choosing these stocks yourself, is one and the same thing. So there is no difference.
Right. Shripad is asking, will these stocks be reflected in the demat account? Yes, all these stocks which
Yes.
you buy through small case will get reflected in your demat account itself. Will the weights of stocks be dynamic? No, the weight we change every quarterly. If it is reviewed quarterly, the weights are changed quarterly. The process of rebalancing happens according to the frequency of the small case. Some are reviewed quarterly, some are reviewed on the half yearly basis. How long to hold the basket? It is up to you. You can continue to hold this basket indefinitely if you choose to book profit in between. Similarly, you can book profits on through the help of the small case. The stocks from your demat will be sold. Yes, you can. Subhash is asking, can you sell the pack? Yes, once you buy it, it is up to you. If you want to sell the basket after a certain period, the period is of your choice. You can sell it anytime you want. There is no lock-in into any of these small case baskets which are offered on the HDFC securities website.
Yes, to just add on to that point, so small case is one of the products, or small case is one of the investment vehicles that are out there, which does not have a lock-in period attached to it. So we pride ourselves by differentiating in this way compared to many other products that are out there in the market. So small case basket investing as such does not have any lock-in period whatsoever. So if you have invested in a small case today, and if you wish to exit out of the small case immediately today itself, it is still possible. So that is one of the greatest benefits of starting your investment journey in a product like small case.
Shripad is asking, if you want to sell one stock out of the basket, can I do that? Yes, from your demat account using your HDFC securities trading account, you can sell individual stock if you want to, but then the performance of the overall basket will differ from your own investment because you've chosen to sell one or two stocks out of the basket. So obviously the performance will not match, but yes, if you wish, you can sell after buying the basket. If you choose to sell one or two stocks, you can do that. I think that covers the questions which we have, Pranav. I think we can wrap this up.
Sure. So thanks a lot, everyone, for taking your time out and coming over to this session. I really do hope that you now have a much clearer understanding of how these baskets have been launched and what are the set of constituents in these baskets. So please do make note that these baskets do go through a process called as rebalancing, where the set of stocks can be shuffled depending on the market condition. So if we were to, during the rebalance, it can also so happen that some of these stocks can be removed if the fundamentals are not fitting into the basket's philosophy, and new stocks can be added. Similarly, the weightages of some stocks can be decreased and some stocks can be increased with time during rebalancing. But apart from that, the philosophy of the basket does not change, and that remains constant over a period of time. So with that said, thanks a lot, Devarsh, for taking your time out and coming over to this session. And thanks a lot to all the users for tuning into this short webinar. So happy investing journey for all of you going forward. Thanks a lot, everyone.
Thank you.